biggest challenge I've had, I think, in particularly as my career has mainly been in China, is perceptions. I'm a PE teacher by trade, so it's a perception of sport maybe is not as important because everybody wants to get those top grades. So for me, the biggest challenge was not only students but also parents, just letting them know that actually to be holistic and be well-rounded and take opportunities in other areas is something that sets you apart and can set you differently when you're applying for university or college or whatever you may aspire to do, because you can have all the best grades in the world. It's very, very competitive out there. You're competing against people who may have those same set of results. So I set things up in terms of trying to create an atmosphere. So what do you do that's different? What makes you as an individual exceptional? What makes you different? And that's where the holistic value in terms of education comes in, whether it be sports, which is my area, performing arts. And I think that's the biggest thing to kind of overcome when teaching students in Asia, is actually to understand the value of sport, physical activity, and the performing arts that goes around their studies. I think my strengths as a teacher has actually changed over time. When I first started, I was fairly strict. Now I'm a lot more balanced, a lot more fair, a lot more understanding. I think that comes with experience of working with a variety of different students. I'm all about now is just trying to give students I teach, students I work with, the belief that anything is possible, and there's no ceiling for them. I have a phrase that I use in my classes, particularly in my previous school. If I see you trying your best, then there'll be absolutely no problem. I'll forgive you everything else in terms of ability levels, as long as I see you trying. And if I see you trying and you are trying, I tell the students, they may well surprise themselves in terms of what they can achieve. So I'd say that's probably my strength now, is just trying to give people the confidence and that belief to see that, this is actually, I can do this. I think coming out of COVID times is very much an opportunity, and I think my reputation in previous schools has always been as somebody who's built programs and developed programs pretty much from nothing. Obviously coming here, it's a little bit different. There are programs that are established, so I can use the skill sets that I have from developing things into somewhere that's now already established, and trying to further enhance what's going on, identifying the gaps, and then trying to fill them as best I can, and just creating more opportunities for students in the main. I think that's probably where I'm going to be a good fit, in terms of I'm all about trying to create more opportunities for the student body, opportunities that haven't been around for a while through nobody's fault, mainly due to the circumstance of COVID. So yes. Characteristics I probably look for in a Sea Dragon or a Dalian International School student is balance, an understanding of we need to have balance in terms of what we do. Have a commitment to your studies, absolutely, but also understand that there's a space and a time for sport, there's a space and time for the arts, there's a space and time for other activities that you might be interested in, that is so important for a healthy mind and a healthy body, and for your well-being, just to create that balance and understanding of that. That's what you're going to need to succeed as well, is be hardworking, yeah, of course, but be balanced in everything that we do. I think the goals that I have It's basically stems from opportunity. I think there's great opportunities now in terms of further enhancing the sports program, particularly with regard to maybe middle school and primary school. That again, that's going to take time. Whether that happens this year or not, we can't be certain, but it's definitely something I'm interested in very much developing, because if we get everything going lower down the school, that's going to filter up and it's going to make us even more successful at eagerness level. From an activities viewpoint, definitely would like to create more opportunities in different areas. For example, World Scholars Cup, potentially esports, see if we can get some link ups with other companies in the area. And also, I think really getting some exciting field trips going, hopefully starting to work with some residentials where we take the students away. Again, that's going to take time to build as a project, but they are probably my goals for this year. It's just to bring more opportunities to the students at the school.